I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios.
Hi, I'm Caroline Carrara, Sales Manager at Balistreri Real Estate in sunny Fort Lauderdale.
That is wonderful to see you again, Caroline. We met before in my previous life, in your previous life.
Exactly. How long has that been? A couple of years, maybe?
About 4, or maybe even.
Wow,
Yeah.
time flies.
That is true. I really enjoyed working with you.
Likewise.
In the past, it was fun. You were a manager at a different company, and I was at your presentation several times. You had amazing agents, and
I did. I was very blessed, and you brought great products and services to us, and I really appreciated all the time and energy you put into the marketing of the products and helping the agents succeed. So
thank you. Now I'm with VHT Studios and I'm very happy, love my new job. I have an opportunity to interview amazing people like you are. So it's absolutely wonderful. But I'm still involved in thinking about different products and what the market is looking for and what is important in every market. And that is one of the things that I would like to talk to you about today. So now you are with this wonderful company. Please tell me, what would you say the importance of your brand and how your agents leverage the brand when they go to listing presentations or when they're meeting with buyers?
Oh, that's a good question, Lucy. So Balistreri is a family-owned business, and it was founded in 1964 and deep roots within the community. A lot of history, a family that was very involved in the community, lived here, grew up here, raised here, etc. And Mr. Balistreri started the company in '64. And currently, one of his sons, Jim, is the CEO and the manager of the Pompano Beach office. His brother, Joe, is heavily involved, and as well as Carol. And the nieces, they are the Bali ladies, and they're doing extremely well in Lighthouse Point. So the roots are, a family business, but the company has grown today to 4 offices and just over maybe 130 associates. Yes, so the brand is local, deep-rooted in the community, but through our affiliations with leading real estate companies of the world and luxury portfolio, we are local, we are global, we're deep-rooted in the community, but through our affiliations with leading real estate companies of the world and luxury portfolio, it gives us that global international reach. The beauty is that locally, our name is well recognized because we're so established and involved within the local community. But in terms of our international customers who are traveling to Florida, they would find us through our affiliates of leading real estate companies of the world. We do a lot of incoming and outcoming referrals through that organization because in total, we are the largest, network of luxury boutique companies nationwide as well as globally that in essence sell a lot of real estate nationally.
No, that is, that's fantastic. So tell me please, since you were just talking about the referrals, let's flow into it. How do your agents work with referrals? Do they establish certain relationships through your affiliates, and then they have that networking that they keep coming back to the same person and the same realtor somewhere in California, for example, or in Spain or wherever?
So referrals, working by referral is extremely important. As a company, we follow Brian Buffini.
Oh yeah, I'm a Buffini girl.
So yes, everyone, and we're excited that we're actually now starting to host for our newer agents the 100 Days to Greatness, which Brian Buffini launched with NAR NAR. So, that teaches agents on a regular basis to work with referrals in terms of your customers. We know as realtors, in order to be successful, working with referrals not only within your sphere and your community, but also with other associates. So through leading real estate companies of the world, as I mentioned, we have counterparts in New York, Chicago, Connecticut, and those affiliates reach to us when they're looking to serve a customer for one of their associates moving to sunny South Florida. So it's a great source of business for our current agents. In addition, we like to give back, and we service our customers when they're moving out of state. It's really important that realtors know in the beginning that you are licensed in the state of Florida, but you have potential to earn revenue by referring your customers and being a one-stop shop all around the US as well as the globe. So we highly encourage that. We do have a formal training to understand the network, which Carol Balistreri hosts, and then the associates become certified. And that is the preferred designation to have within the referral network in terms to giving and receiving referrals. Talking about referrals, in other organizations, I'm heavily involved in Women's Council of Realtors.
Oh, nice.
And that is another network which is really important. Those associates in other states, when looking for a referral, I myself am not a selling broker. I'm a managing broker, sales manager, and I actually received a referral a couple of weeks ago from an associate in New York who found me on the Women's Council of Realtors website, and because I have my PMN designation, she felt comfortable referring to me. And I explained that I was a manager and non-selling, but I would be more than happy to assign her to one of my agents that could best handle that scenario. And she was, very excited about that, and the transactions, in process as we speak.
That is really important, and the communication and the network. I think it is extremely important. And speaking of referrals, what percentage would you say your agents have because of referral, and not just from New York or through your affiliates, but also through your past clients? Someone moved, now their daughter is moving out and would like to either buy or rent, and they are coming back to you. So it's a continuing process.
It does vary by agents, but I think the more established agents who have been in the business for 5 years or more start to see the benefits of working by referral. And I found those associates, I'm going to say as high as 80 or 90%, some of them even 100%. All they do is work by referral. So it is a really good business model. Of course, it takes time. A new agent can't jump into the business necessarily and work by referral. They have to do their due diligence, get their experience, get transactions under their belt. If they're fortunate enough to have some friends or family to give them business to start off with, wonderful. But normally a newer agent is going to be working by referral from a seasoned agent in the office who is, giving them a transaction that maybe they need someone to help them with, and giving them the opportunity. And then as a manager, I jump in and mentor them through that transaction. So
thank you. What about in today's environment? We have shortage of inventory or lack of inventory throughout the country, and it doesn't matter where you go, there is no inventory, and everyone is moving to Florida. So tell me please how your agents handle their marketing strategy, and how they work around that situation. Do they switch from buyer's agent to seller's agent or vice versa? Do they get involved in rentals, maybe commercial? What do you see in your office?
So in my office, we, are predominantly a listing office, and we highly encourage the associates to, go after the listings, because, that's where the success is if you hold the inventory.
Right.
So in that manner, as I mentioned, the company follows Brian Buffini, but there are also a few associates in the office who follow the Mike Ferry.
Oh, yes.
So, as you saw this morning, Diana, she's always the first one in the office. She's here at 7:30 and she's on the phone making her calls and setting up appointments for the day. So there is no inventory, you're correct. I believe, the latest stats as of January, we had 2 months of supply in Broward for single family homes. So the problem is definitely the single family homes. I think the reason that we are blessed to have such a thriving market is, one of the silver linings for Florida was, since the pandemic, and customers and consumers from all around the US have decided that they wanted to be outside, they wanted to be in the fresh air, they were homeschooling. The whole world has changed overnight in terms of how we do business. Even in real estate, we now do business, online. I know you're in the business of videos and marketing photos for online and for real estate. So now you can 100% virtually sell a home. And we've been seeing that. So in terms of the office, yes, the agents are really trying to go after the listings, and they are, I have one agent that works very locally within a community, and she just really focuses on Wilton Manors, and she door knocks and she walks around and she's giving statistics and updates. It's a very local community, and she's trying to get new listings in inventory. Once she gets a new listing, it's on the market for a couple of days. There are, multiple showings and multiple offers, and currently we're seeing everything going pretty much over asking. I have customers from out of town, and this is, in daily conversations with my associates, that are looking to get into certain condo buildings. We're blessed being right here on the Galt that we have all those beautiful condos.
Yes.
And she's looking for a particular unit in a particular building, and we haven't been able to find it. So I suggested to my associate to write to all of the owners in that line and let them know that they have a buyer from Chicago who is dying to get out of the snow and come down here and is really looking for this particular line. If anybody was willing to sell, then we could have a conversation. So I believe agents are, getting, it's not necessarily creative, but because there isn't any inventory and there's so much demand from the buyers, the agents here are reaching out to those communities and trying to find someone who's willing. Maybe they haven't listed their home, but given the right opportunity and the right price, they would consider selling it.
I think it's a great idea to approach everyone in that line in the condo. I think it is wonderful, and you encourage them to think about it. More likely that unit is already paid off, so now whoever is there can really get the best price for their property and move on to something fun and exciting.
Yeah, it's, we as an office, because of our great location, we've been extremely surprised and blessed at the same time from the amount of walk-ins we have. You know, traditionally, up until pre-COVID, you know, customers walking into a real estate office ready to buy was less popular. Mm-hmm. You know, everything was done online. But I think just because of the location, in the last few weeks, we've had different buyers, you know, who are on vacation, staying with their aunt. We do have a hotel right behind us that have popped in and said, you know, and it's interesting. We've had California, of course, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Colorado, Chicago. It's interesting to see where the customers are coming from and why they are now thinking of relocating. And pretty much it is a result of the pandemic. Exactly. That they are looking to live and work where they can have a little more freedom by being in the fresh air. They're also working remotely now, so they have that opportunity. In addition, the taxes, the low, you know, tax benefit we have in the state of Florida, and the majority of our buyers that we've seen over $1 million, of course, are cash buyers, but the ones who are, you know, in a under $1 million price point are taking advantage of the great interest rates, which have just gone up a little bit. So, you know, that's creating even more of a frenzy, because the minute the interest rate goes up a tiny bit, it limits the buying power. So, you know, it's encouraging those buyers to, you know, find a property, and then we have the problem because we don't have any inventory, especially in that price point. So, but it's definitely a blessing to be here in Florida during, you know, this pandemic.
What would you like to wish to our audience and to your agents and agents throughout the country in 2021?
Oh, well, of course, I wish everyone firstly is, you know, healthy, and that their loved ones and that they remain safe and healthy. I wish them peace and stillness among their mind and their heart, because I know this has been a very challenging time for many people. And, you know, whilst, you know, we're here in South Florida, and I count my blessings every day that I can walk on the beach and, you know, do my power walk in the evening and sit outside and, you know, eat a nice meal with a friend socially distanced. I know that the rest of the US is less fortunate. We're very fortunate that real estate was deemed essential. And that is from the great advocacy of the realtors that, you know, fought to make us essential after, you know, the initial shutdown. So I'm grateful that we were deemed essential, and it allowed us to continue in our profession. And, you know, of course, we all work by the standards. I know when realtors are showing, they are being very careful with booties and gloves and masks and Lysol wipes. You know, safety is important for everybody, but, you know, the real estate market really does help fuel the economy. And, you know, one thing that I really love that Jim says is, you know, we're in the wealth creation business. You know, we are bringing wealth to first-time home buyers and generations that didn't come from wealth by enabling them to purchase a home and then start to create wealth as their legacy for their family. So it's a beautiful thing what we do as realtors, and how we help the economy and build the community and, you know, give shelter to our customers. And very grateful again that we have a booming business. It's very hot here in Miami-Dade, Broward and Palm Beach counties, and the prediction currently is that it should continue to excel for at least the next 12 to 18 months. So I look forward to, serving my agents and helping them succeed, and, serving our customers. It's really a great time to be in real estate.
It is indeed. And I wish you and your agents and your office all the best, and keep flourishing and have the positive attitude, be healthy, and all the best to you. I am Lucy Edwards, VHT Studios, and if you would like to see the full video, please go to vht.com/learn and enjoy our interview with Caroline. Have a great day. Cheers.